And this was Topic Tuesday. This was talking about pain. Pain. Everyone describes pain differently. And we have shared this very well-known pain chart. And I think it's important people think, I don't think that people think that they're in pain until they actually look at a chart. I can't tell you how many people I've been in the ER with, and I'll say, are you in pain? And they're like, no, not really. And then they look at the pain chart and they see this chart right here. They see how it describes what they're feeling, and they realize, oh gosh, maybe I am not managing this very well. Maybe I am actually a 7, even though I think it's not so bad. And I love, that's why hospitals, you've seen it, Diane, the little pain charts with the smiley face, the like face or whatever. So I think it's all the time, right? And sometimes when they ask me how much pain I'm in, I look over at that chart and I'm just thinking, you don't even have a number for it on your chart. I'm like in burgundy. I'm beyond deep red. I'm like in purple. But a lot of times people just don't want to admit the pain that they're in. When they view the chart, though, these charts, whether you have this one or you have the little faces, they may actually find a better way to define the pain that they're feeling. And they may realize that they're actually in a significant degree more of pain as defined by medical personnel. And that's why they have these charts. I always thought it was to help children, but it's actually to help adults feel comfortable articulating their pain.
Right.
So, but we also wanted to bring you a little bit of levity and sharing you this pain chart. And I don't know if you can see this that well because I don't even have my glasses, but this is the pain scale and the different faces that they have here. And I just have to read. I think it's so funny. So for instance, let's start low with like 0. Okay. It says, I'm not really experiencing any pain at all. I don't even know why I'm here. So I think that one's kind of comical. And it'll go to the next one. Number 1, I am completely unsure whether I'm experiencing pain or itching, or maybe I'm just here because I have a bad taste in my mouth. All right, we're starting to have a little bit of a grimace on number 2. I think I might just need a Band-Aid. And I feel like I've felt like this before. Okay, so it's going to go all the way up to severity. And of course, I'm trying to see this over my computer screen, but bear with me. Okay, so like number 7 says, it makes me laugh. Number 7 says, I see Jesus coming for me and I'm scared. I think I've been in that pain level before. Yeah. I mean, come on, right? If they had this as your pain scale, how funny would it be? I love looking over my computer like this. But so number 11 basically says, I think he's going to explode out of my face. I'm in so much pain. So when you have a little bit more of a comical pain chart, I think it does make it easier for people to express their pain. I don't know. What do you think?
It does help, but I mean, I don't know about you, Karen, or anybody else. I'm just saying, when I'm in pain and they want to tell you, well, where is the pain coming from? Where do you hurt? Well, I'm hurting over here, like, okay, my chest going to my back. Okay, is it a burning pain? Is it a sharp pain? Is it, does it come and go? It's just like, man, I just heard you're the doctor, okay? I'm hurting. I'm having chest pains, okay? Okay, the pain down your arm, is it affecting your fingers? Is it doing this? When I'm in pain, I think I always feel, okay, figure out what's hurting, okay? Patient has chest pains or what have you, the history. Please give the person something to make them comfortable so they can think and maybe better explain to you. Because I myself cannot focus, like, especially if I'm having chest pains. I don't know about you, but I'll be out of breath. And you can't talk and they say, excuse me, ma'am, what was it? It's just like, hold on a minute, It's frustrating to me sometimes. And now with the opiate epidemic, may I speak about that for a minute? Is very difficult for those who really have to have pain medication to actually need it. Despite of all that, I mean, it's great things that they're doing, but those people that actually are on pain, is harder for them. Seems like they could do something a little bit easier because it's more difficult to get something for pain. I've had a tooth extracted, and they gave me 0.5 milligrams.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, my tooth was abscess, but they gave me 3 of them. Okay, what do you want me to do with this now? You
Right.
know
Well,
what
and
I'm saying?
I
It's
think it's like hospital to hospital, because I'll hear people in the community talk about when they go in and they say they're in pain, they want to give them a Tylenol, because we know we're not really supposed to take Advil, although some,
Uh-huh.
we can take an Advil.
Right.
Better to not be in pain if that's all you have, and you
Yeah.
discuss it with your doctor. But I think certain hospitals, depending where they are in the country, just will not give any narcotics, period. They just won't. Whereas, my hospital, and maybe it's just, I think there's a lot of, I think it's very, what's the word? I can't think of, discriminatory. I think it's very judgmental. And I think they
Mhm.
look at you, they try to assess you and look at your history. Is this person just
Yep.
coming in for drugs? I mean, at least that's what they do
Right.
on TV. And with
Mhm.
me, every time I would go in when I had Crohn's pain or in the beginning after dissection and I was uncomfortable, I actually felt awkward, because you're going there for pain relief so you can make some sense. And you feel like when they say to you, well, what really usually works for you? And I'm telling them, well, fentanyl or Dilaudid. And it's like, I immediately wonder, are they judging me? And I understand there is an opioid epidemic. And I understand that they are going to kind of assess your situation. But again, they also have to take you out of pain. So I can't imagine being
Exactly.
medical personnel and being put in that kind of position as well, because there are a lot of people just seeking the drugs. But again, I think this is where the pain scale is helpful. And I do understand what you're saying when a physician will say, well, is it sharp? Does it come and go? Does it move? Because it really makes a lot of difference. Unfortunately, in this country, we just can't put everybody into a CT scan, even if we have a history. You know what I mean? They just won't do it. Insurance, it's like ridiculous. So they're trying to determine, does it migrate? Can you replicate it? Because it's probably gas. It could be muscular. So they're trying to get a little bit more, because again, we're asking a doctor to have x-ray vision and kind of see through us based upon our descriptions. So it's what a hard job.
We have a
But
comment.
We have comments.
Let's hear that.
All right, first off, let's say hi, Felicia.
Hello.
She says, agreed. Asking me to answer questions when I'm in pain brings out another side of me.
Oh, yes. Me too, hon.
Brings out a demon. It's like, ask
And then
me.
they wonder why your blood pressure is high. When you're in pain, it automatically elevates. But then they start asking you questions enough to, can I say piss off? But
Say
it
it.
does, makes you angry. And then there you are in pain. I wish doctors, physicians, healthcare people would understand that if they could keep you out of pain, they could get more out of you.
True.
And I feel like they should target that first, and then let's work on this or something.
Right. So thank you for that comment. That's so true. And I think all of us feel that way, especially in this community. We're going in pain and we're scared. So anxiety is up. We're in a heightened state of alert, and that can create more pain. And we're just like, wait, just give me something. Just put it in the IV, and then I can answer all your questions with that truth serum. Once I feel good, I'll tell you every migrating, it's sharp, it's everything. But yeah, it's a little tough.
Yeah.
Tough. It's irritating. They make it worse sometimes, but like, it's so hard. They're in this hard place. So I kind of sort of get it.